to Bougie Black Therapist Podcast. I'm your host, Montoyia McGowan, licensed clinical social worker, and we, what we do? Hold on.
We be black and we be bougie.
Cut.
We be black and we be bougie. I love it.
Cut. I should have had this on the
Wait, what? I'm a what?
That was your doing.
Damn.
And I'm Chad.
We give creatives, clinicians, entrepreneurs permission to be their authentic selves. And we like to interview people who use their gifts in ways that work best for them so that they can increase their quality of life. Yeah. So, Montoyia McGowan, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Also, go to my website at stoppingthechase.com, where you'll also have a free download that can tell you more about Bougie Boundaries. Yay!
Bougie Boundaries.
You hear that,
Okay.
Princeton? Bougie Boundaries.
Bougie Boundaries.
Princeton. You hear that?
When you add value and when you also start healing and working on you, it should be a luxury for people to have access to you.
I like that.
Right, yeah.
I love that.
So ghetto boundaries are a no-no. Luxury boundaries
Is a yes.
yes.
Amen.
Yes.
I like that.
I'm excited
I am
about
too.
our guest today. Plus, I told you I'm a groupie.
Here we go.
Let's try not to fangirl. Will you guys please introduce yourselves?
Let me start.
Yes.
My name is Chad Rhodes, Sr.
And I'm Bianca, the actress, McMillan.
And I am J.S. Tate.
I was excited to have y'all here because when you first decided that you were going to do a play called Frenemy, I remember you sharing something personal with me about how Frenemy came to be.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that.
Oh, you want
No, you gotta go to detail.
Yeah, I done detail, but yeah, that's where the stage place came from. It's a true story about myself and a former really good friend of mine and my child. So it was when I went through it, it was not fun, but writing was something that made me just get through it and make me not go crazy and mental. So that's pretty much what it's about. It's what's a friend of me?
Yeah.
A friend that you thought was a friend, and
Right.
over the years, people kind of show their true selves,
Yeah.
and they did that.
I admire you because you did something that a lot of people would probably shrink and make themselves small about. You used your pain and used it to make it a part of your passion.
Mm-hmm.
And then you use vulnerability to share it with the world.
Yeah.
To share it with people. And usually we are really ashamed about something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But for you to put it out there and then have other people who care about you be a part of your play, that's a huge, huge accomplishment.
Yeah. I feel I'm humble. I'm definitely humble, man. 'Cause my friends are talented as hell. And
Definitely.
And when they said yes to it, I was floored. I didn't believe it at first. Especially, we weren't really close when I first started writing at all.
You were damn
We weren't that close.
Wait, in my head we were. You already my brother.
We was cool,
Wow.
but close. It's a difference. It's levels to close. You see what I'm saying? This is what I deal with.
This is beyond.
We weren't where we are now.
You just did friend of me last year. You've been my brother.
When I first wrote it.
Oh,
I'm talking about when I first wrote it and I first came to you and I said, would you do this role? You said yes. And she didn't
I get in my feelings.
She didn't
fast.
hesitate. But I was,
Okay.
it was people that I really wanted to work with. I reached out to them first. So yeah, and they were my friends.
Aw.
So yeah. I didn't
Our
audition.
frenemies,
I didn't have to
baby,
audition
friends.
I didn't have to
Friends.
make anybody audition for anything.
You didn't?
They were already, I wrote, when I wrote the play, I had them in mind, the people that were in it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Let's be honest about my work.
Except for a couple people that I had to change. But other than that, majority of them, I wrote for that particular
Let's clap for
person.
friend of me.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Excellent production.
What kind of turnout
Excellent
did you
production.
have?
Well, we sold out the very first show.
Sold
Yeah.
The very first show
Sure
at the
did.
Buckman Theater. And 2021, right? We were supposed to do it in 2020, but y'all know what happened in 2020.
Right.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks before the play was supposed to happen, they called me and said, "Yeah, we have to cancel due to Corona." And then we didn't have it. We weren't able to do it till a year later. Corona?
Yeah.
COVID?
I thought you said Corona.
I did. Isn't it Corona too?
I don't forget about Corona. It don't sound right.
Did I say it wrong?
We're taking it back.
Did y'all not live the same last 2 years that I did?
It was Corona.
I'm like, damn.
Corona.
We just gonna let that go so we can get back to drinking Corona. That's all.
Hold on, I'm gonna drink something else. Okay, hold on. Let me take another sip.
Let go and call it that. That's all. Get back to drinking Corona. That's all it is.
Am I the only one that been back to Corona?
You know what I'm saying?
JS, don't.
You ain't the only one, bro.
I appreciate it. That's why I got you by me, bro. I appreciate it. Because the women will have you looking real
It
stupid.
didn't sound right.
I'm guessing myself.
It's COVID.
Did we not call it Corona?
We didn't call it Corona.
Okay.
I was thinking on you.
The
Rona. Right.
Now you doing too much.
Yeah. We just have to make sure you was
The
with
face
it.
y'all made, it was amazing. Both of y'all was like, what is that?
I just ain't heard
Corona 19. Corona 19.
I like to say COVID.
COVID. Kojic.
Okay.
Or the panorama.
I like that.
But yeah, that was it. That was huge. But yeah, it was wonderful. I love it. I feel like this next one though is going to top that.
How did you get into writing plays?
What happened to me in my situation? I wasn't writing before that. I wrote some skits with my boy Steve Brown. We were writing little skits, but that's all I wrote. But when that happened to me, I would tell people the story, and people would look at me like the whole story. I'm telling they would be looking at me dead in my face like, "Oh, serious?" As I'm telling the story,
Like what?
and it's like, you need to write a book. You need to make that a play. And I heard it at least 20 times, and that after like the 20th something time, I was like, I'm finna write this down.
Yeah.
So I started writing. So that's what made me start writing.
Some years ago, I had started running. I was doing little races like 5Ks. I think I did a 10K. But for some reason, I never felt like I was a runner. I felt like I needed somebody to give me permission to say, "You're a runner now," because I didn't feel like I was. I didn't feel like I was a runner.
Yeah.
And I asked in this group, and one girl was like, "If you run just a little bit and you decide that you're a runner, you are a runner."
It's mental, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all
Yep.
mental. So
It
who
is.
gave you permission, or did you give yourself permission to be a director?
A director, I gave my own stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I gave myself permission. I've never directed before until I directed Frenemy. And I directed my my first short film. I had 3 of those. So those are the things. Yeah, that was the first thing I told myself. Yeah, you finna direct it. You
yourself said,
you have to open your own door sometimes. Yeah, absolutely.
Playwright and director.
That's amazing.
And
You know,
actor.
like when people say, this will look good on my resume. For something like that, you don't really care about the resume.
No, it's all about the passion for me. Yeah, I just love it. It's the last show we didn't make $1. I didn't make $1. My actors made money. Everybody had to get paid, of course, but I didn't make $1 on my last show. But I'm not mad about it. I feel it's investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an investment.
Did you have anybody say, thank you for sharing that because I can relate?
People say they have related to it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a real true story. I mean, I don't know who else has happened to. I don't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yeah. I've heard some stories.
Yeah.
I've heard other stories. I've even got a couple of my own stories.
Really?
Yeah.
See, yeah.
And they're pretty unbelievable. So, and the level of pain that comes from you feeling like I should have known, even though there was no way for you to know.
No. The way I found out was stupid. Yeah. I wrote it. The way I found out on it was kind of different than the play, of course, but yeah, it was crazy.
So tell us about your next play.
So next play is Triangle. I come up with most of the stuff that I write about from true stories from people that I've just known in the past and some things that I've seen and stuff that come from my mind. But yeah, I think this is definitely something that people can relate to. I guess when you think of Triangle, you think of a relationship between 3 people, which it is. It can be that, but it's a little more of a twist than that.
At the end where people are like,
Yeah, and that's what we hope. Yeah, that's what we're definitely running for. Yeah.
When you wrote that, did you have people in mind already?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just like I wrote the last one.
Oh yeah, this gonna be Bianca right here.
Absolutely. Yeah. I see them in my head. Like even I see it while I'm writing. It's like when I'm writing for JS, I see his eyes. Like I can see his eyes bulking up like they do when he does his thing and he's on stage. It's so cold. He's one of the top actors. I can't. Yeah, when you talk to him, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all, man.
Yeah. So how did you meet Bianca?
Bianca was the first time we met. Bianca. Don't say nothing.
I'm not saying nothing.
She trying to see. I want to see if he know.
Her story different.
The first time I met Bianca was.
Which story is juicier?
Yeah, it's not juicy.
I don't even remember.
I don't think it's juicy. It was. We were on set for AD Alonia, which is a very talented young lady as well, writer, director,
producer. Yes, she is. We went to school together.
There she goes. She's on
here.
Yeah,
she on yours. Okay, dope. Shout out to Alonia. So I met her on the set of one of Alonia's movies. It was before that.
No, Chris Life.
It wasn't her movie. She was directing it.
Yeah.
So she was.
Didn't
I don't know. Maybe she did. Maybe she can tell us. But she was definitely directing it, and that's when I met this young lady right here. I was one of the characters in this movie, and then she played like a homeless person.
I was a crackhead.
Homeless crackhead.
Okay.
Yeah, homeless crackhead. And then that's when I first met her. That's when I first met her, and everybody's telling me about her. Like she's this sensation, social media, and all that. I was like, okay, dope. So that was our first time meeting, and then after that, it just kind of I don't know what happened after that. It just went skyrocketed, and then our relationship just became like, that's my sister for real.
That's wonderful.
So I don't see myself doing many projects at all without her. Oh, stop it. Get off of me.
Jay.
I do. I just have to tell the world.
You.
But if you
now there may be one or two. No,
it's always a plus to have her in your production.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean,
she is.
So why would you not do a production with her involved?
I went to Murder Mystery.
Yes. They just had one.
Princeton.
Shout out to my boy Princeton. He's on here right now. Princeton Eccles.
She came to murder. Get my girl in there real quick. There we go. Yeah, we're going to keep it right
there. You go. Okay.
Yes. We just had 2 sold out shows Sunday.
Phenomenal. You were out of town.
We both were in town.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I enjoyed the Murder Mystery. It was so dope.
Hey.
It was so much fun. And it kept your attention the whole time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Shout out to Murder Mystery, Princeton James.
To interact with the actors, that's different.
Soulful Murder Mystery.
Man.
Yes,
and these two right here?
The only.
So you walk in the door, you already know. So you walk in the Murder Mystery door and you don't know who is who. You don't know if they're there because they paid to get in there or they one of the murderers or if they part of the show. You have no idea.
Right.
So that's what makes it just, nowhere, nothing in the city is like that.
I agree.
You can't go nowhere.
Go on, Prince.
Go on, Prince, man. My shout out to my boy. That's like, that's my guy.
So how did you get into acting?
Me? I got into acting in high school. They had auditions for girl Kirby, and don't y'all judge Kirby.
Okay, all right.
I've already judged.
Put that cup down.
Already judged.
Don't you?
It's the Memphis City school education for me.
No, she went to the Kirby when it was suburban.
See,
when did you go to Kirby? In the 90s, 80s?
Whoa.
I couldn't remember.
I graduated.
She's older than she looks.
Wow. I graduated in 2009. Yes.
Damn, that was how long ago?
You're a baby.
That was 13 years ago.
Thank you. So don't
that
do
was
that.
13 years.
35 years
that
ago,
was 13
but who's counting?
years.
Yeah, I graduated in 2009.
Okay.
And I started acting, in high school. I think I was 16, and they had auditions for Dreamgirls. Mm-hmm. And they was like, Effie, she don't have to sing because I don't know how to sing, y'all. I know y'all know that. I don't know. I love singing, but I don't know how to sing. So people kept telling me I favor Effie. And I was like, well, I'm going to audition for her. So I lip synced her stuff, and it looked like I was singing down. I had my parents in the audience crying and everything. And then I over the spring break that we had, I studied Dreamgirls from top to bottom. I think I watched Dreamgirls 20 times. And I became Effie.
Now that you say that, you definitely.
As a 16-year-old.
Yes. And then
I can see that.
I don't know. First of all, I'm very shy. I don't know, a lot of people don't believe it, but I'm an introvert slash extrovert. I really am.
Me too.
Right. Thank you. I am.
She is.
Thank
She
you.
is. She
When
is.
you really
She
know
is.
me, like JS been knowing me
She
since
is.
2012. And he reads deep within people. He knows me.
He can see your soul.
Yes, I'm like his niece, like his daughter. He knows me. He can see. He knows that if I'm around people I don't know, I'm gonna be quiet. But if I'm around my folks, I'm gonna be loud as hell. So that's like an introvert versus an extrovert. Like if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. But anyway, so I auditioned for Effie, and shoot, I've been going ever since. And I did my. I can't see Chad. Your head and your hat. Both of them big as head. Yeah, all of it just big.
See?
But yeah, so I did my first
Play.
I did my first play in 2012, and it was with JS. I did Hurt Village. It was written by P Valley writer Katori Hall.
Really?
I didn't know that. Okay.
Hurt Village.
At Hattie Lou Theater.
It Hattie Lou Theater when at the old Hattie Lou.
The
Marshall
old
Ave.
Hattie Lou.
Yes, on
Oh
Marshall.
my
Yep.
goodness.
It was my first time I met him, and I was so amazed. I was like,
This is
why is
nice.
he here? He's supposed to be on mine. Like, why is he here? He is amazing. And I've been looking up to him ever since. Like, he is cold as hell. So anyway, that was my first play, my first time I met him. And I've been going ever since, so about 15 years.
Is this what you do full time?
Yes. Yes,
Amen.
I act
Amen.
full time. God made available for me to act full
Amen
time.
to
That
that.
is wonderful.
Boy, that's a goal that I got right now.
Yes. I love
Amen.
acting. Absolutely love it, love it, love it, love it.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
When it comes to dating, do
Uh-oh.
people struggle,
Uh-oh.
or relationships, do people struggle with knowing the real you versus a pseudo version of you?
Well, dating life for me is I don't date.
Okay.
I don't date. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But maybe if you would say, I guess if I was to answer that differently, like when people meet me that I don't.
You beating around the bush on this one.
She done went all the way around to 3rd Street. She done went down to
Ain't no needs on that bush.
I don't
Ain't no
date.
needs on
When
that
I tell you my
Not an easy
son,
question.
my son is my life. Acting is my life. I
Okay.
don't date.
I believe
and
you.
yeah, my relationship status is not public
Okay.
to the public.
I believe you.
So if you was to rephrase that question and say somebody that don't know me, what did you ask? I do this all the time in interviews. I forget what you asked. What did you ask?
Slow down. I want you to
No, stop.
breathe.
Do people struggle with knowing the real version of you?
And they do.
There you go.
They do. Even if it's not dating, if it's just someone like say if I was to meet you in an event and they know me from my videos, they think I'm just all laughs and all funny and all that. They don't know that I have feelings too. I could be serious sometimes. A lot of people, yeah, they do. They do that. They'll just think I'm just all jokes and all fun and nah, my nigga,
You're
She's
real
a beautiful
person.
mother.
Yeah.
Can I jump in on that one?
Yes.
I want to jump on that one as an
Thank you.
actor.
Yes.
Go ahead.
She probably do the same thing, but I get when I'm in a relationship and I'm talking to somebody, even if I am emotional about something, I get that. Oh, you just an actor. Get the hell out of my face.
That
Do you get that a lot?
Yes.
I get that
I absolutely,
every time.
That's a
I
pet
didn't
peeve of
mean to
mine.
ask you about that. Like, so how do y'all manage that?
It's hard. You just tell them I'm
It's
telling you the truth. I'm not
hard.
acting right now.
They
You
think
start
I'm
crying.
acting, and I'm
Like,
dead ass pouring my heart
Ah,
out.
hell no! I see you crying that last move that you did, or that last play that you
Yeah,
did.
they don't
Oh,
believe
you-
shit we
they don't believe
say.
nothing. No.
Nothing.
It's
And I don't
hard.
like that. Like, motherfucker, I'm human first.
I'm a human.
It's
I'm
the
human.
same with me with my profession. People think that I'm reading them, I'm analyzing them,
Yeah.
I'm assessing them, and every get to know you question is, like, you need me to sit on your couch or something? Like, is this free or what?
Oh my
I'm
God.
just getting to know
Right.
you. I gotta ask
We
you these
friends.
questions.
Yeah, your career definitely. Yeah,
Okay, Jay, it's
Influence.
your turn. Hey.
Hey,
the man of
how you doing?
The man.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you,
I've
Miss
been to some
Montoyia.
things at Hattie Lou, and
Okay.
I don't know that I remember seeing you before.
Okay.
So hopefully
Yeah.
I'll get a chance to
That's
see you.
Mr. Hattie Lou.
Oh, I'm talking about.
That's Mr.
I
Hattie Lou.
love Hattie Lou.
Okay.
I was at Hattie
What was the
Lou
last show you saw?
weekend.
Oh, okay. So you saw
No, I wasn't there for a show. I was part of a panel
okay.
for the mental wellness event.
Yes,
that they
I
had
was supposed to be there. It was
last-
on Saturday. I hate I couldn't make that.
Oh, okay.
You know,
You
I was
did.
supposed to be there. And
Oh,
I hate
yeah,
I missed
I ain't
it. I
see you.
sincere, I wasn't there, and
Okay.
I hate I missed it. We had rehearsal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you put them ready?
We had
Yeah.
rehearsal. Mhm.
But I'll be there for Paul Arnett's birthday.
That is my dear brother. So I will see you there.
Yay!
I will see you there.
Yes,
PA.
I like him.
Yes.
I like him
On
so
the
much.
20th.
He's so funny.
So funny.
Please come.
And
Please
he's
be
a
at Hattie
yogi, so that makes me excited.
Have you attended the
I
class
have
on
not
Monday
attended the
at
class.
7:30?
I
Okay,
can't
on
yet
Mondays,
because I'm
please
a
do.
mom. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I have to do
Well,
drop
that's
off
why I
in
ain't
the
been.
morning.
Well, that's why I ain't been there on
Mom
Monday
first.
too, because I'm a dad. So yeah, so
For me, but I
yes.
got you.
Okay.
Mhm.
But you will be blessed whenever you do attend.
I look forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is gifted in doing that.
So how long have you been in the acting business?
15 plus years. I have to say
Okay.
that, about 15 plus years.
How'd you get started?
I was at the University of Memphis. I was my senior year for pre-health to be a physical therapist. I took an acting non-majors class, and it changed my life.
One of those electives.
It was an elective. I always wanted to do it. I am from Jacktown, Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, born and raised, bred and fed.
Okay.
And took that class. It changed my life and set completely different course for me. Yes.
When it changed your life, like what did it do for your spirit?
It opened me up to who I am, that I didn't know who I was.
I
You
love
know,
it.
and my teacher and Mr. Robert Barry Fleming, I was blessed enough to have him as my first teacher. It just opened me up to me. You know, it's something I always wanted to do, but I grew up in a, all black environment that you didn't have any, drama classes in high school. I went to HBCU. You didn't have, unfortunately, at that time. Hopefully they do now. You didn't have any, sustainable drama program.
Yeah.
So, and I took that class. It just was at the right time, and it changed my life for the better.
When you're preparing for an event, how do you go about remembering your lines?
Well, it takes that's usually the first question that we get. Is how do you remember your damn line?
Because I would like to be
Everybody
a
wanted
comedian.
to do that.
Like I'd like to do a show. I'd also like to act, but my memory sucks.
People
Mine
say
too.
that, but it's not. It's not as hard as you
not.
think. It's just you go to school, you remember everything. You are a therapist,
Sure.
so you have. That means you have the capacity. You know what I mean? So it's not as hard as you think. It's just studying. That's all it is.
Studying.
Practice, and then then that becomes second nature.
How are you with time management when it comes to working, acting, studying, and living your life?
My family always comes first. So that dictates everything.
Everything goes around.
But my peace resides in this.
Okay.
So for me, it's always about the project. Like with Triangle, it's the script that this brother has written. That's his blessing. I don't know.
Thank you, bro.
I mean, everybody can't do that. Him.
Right.
You talked about him. Pouring out his story in front of me, but everybody can't put it on paper like he did. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I was at one of the first table reads. When he first, was vulnerable enough to
Broke
open
my
it up
heart.
to people.
He was busy already. He was already had a couple things going
You
on.
gotta catch JS.
And you got to catch
And
this
when you
brother right
catch him,
here.
it's a blessing.
So he was busy when I wanted to do Friend of Me. When I wrote Friend of Me, I wrote thinking about JS on that one.
Uh-huh.
But but he wasn't able to do it, man. It broke my heart, bro.
He talked about
But
it
it-
so long.
I did. I tell everybody all the time, bro.
Do you think he likes me?
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't know. Do he not like me, y'all? Did he not like the script? I didn't think I'm slow. What
It's
Tell me what it is. It's JS.
And we met each other doing Murder Mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Princess.
We
So
sure
that
did.
means
That's when
you
we met.
had bougie
Sure did.
boundaries.
Yeah.
Well-
Like you were willing to manage your time and your energy and your availability, even if it was something you wanted to do.
Yeah, I heavily believe in boundaries. I can't say they're
Absolutely.
bougie boundaries because I haven't gotten your definition of a bougie boundary, so I won't say bougie.
You got
But
Now you got to define it.
But damn it, I heavily believe and promote boundaries. We must set them
Absolutely.
with our families, with everything. You should set boundaries. Yes.
How do
Hell
y'all
yeah.
decide what you're going to like? What plays and roles you're gonna accept?
I
Go
think
ahead,
there's still, it's the, like I've always told her, it has to be, it's the script. If you consider yourself as, if I'm an actor, and I honor the craft, it always has to be what's on paper
quality
first.
over quantity.
Always.
That's what he
quality
taught
over-
me.
Always.
A long time ago.
Always.
He said, baby girl, don't you just be getting in the stuff just to be getting in it.
Right, for
Be
exposure.
selective.
Right.
Yes. Be selective of who you are and what you expose your audience to.
Right.
I was like, oh my God, I took that and I ran with it. So I
You
stopped
listened
doing
to
it.
it.
Absolutely. Oh, I listen to him with everything he tell me. He's the GOAT when it comes to acting with life,
sure.
period.
Absolutely.
So he's like an uncle to me. And I love him.
Yeah.
He's like
And I
an
love
uncle to
her.
me.
And
I think I got
it
on
was
his
very-
nerves. I
No, it
kept
did.
asking
No, it
him.
did,
I'm like, bro, what you doing? I got a script. Can you read it? So I kept doing it. And it's like, I'm busy. I was like, okay, I'll ask you next time. I'm writing another one. Don't you worry about it. And
I'ma
I
get
think
you
I
in
just
this
got on his
motherfucker.
nerves more than anything.
Hell no.
And then
He can't.
I was like, I got another script.
He can't.
I said, I got another
can't.
script, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted to check it out, man. You come to the table, read.
It's rare that you come across brothers as pure. He's a beautiful brother.
man,
Period.
appreciate that, bro.
Period.
Beautiful heart.
Now
Yeah.
this is my baby. I'm gonna get to, but this is my baby. It has been such an honor to watch her
Yeah.
Grow.
come into her, be her from day one, but come into who she is now too. It is. I mean, damn it. Ooh.
I'm gonna cry.
She know how much I love her.
Oh,
Yes. Because she's never
Absolutely.
not been who she is.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she gonna be who she be. Who she is. She ain't changing.
And she- and her-
changing that.
But her journey of self-discovery, which is we all should be on. You know what I mean? Women, men too, but women should learn a lot from her. Yes,
Oh.
yes, absolutely. And her vulnerability
I'm
and
so happy
openness
y'all
and her
here.
uniqueness. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Shoot.
Oh,
You ain't met the rest of the cast. you in for a treat.
Now, but still, man, you
gotta bring it to life.
The art goes,
Yeah, you got to
that's-
bring that right into life, though.
To answer your question, maybe that's what it's about. It's about what's on paper. If you're an actor, it's always should start there. In my opinion,
So
it
y'all
should start
do
there.
take in account what your personal morals and core values are before you decide on whether or not you're
Absolutely.
going to act in the role.
Absolutely. I've turned down roles because if I don't see myself in that role, I don't see I can pull it off, or I just don't like
elevate your career.
Yeah, I don't.
Benefit you.
I will just say, hey, I'm not interested.
Respectfully decline.
And you just have to, respectfully decline. And then
But you wouldn't let him respectfully decline. You kept
he's
calling.
I didn't.
I kept.
I couldn't decline.
I even reached out for him because Chad is
She
an
sure did.
amazing writer.
She
He's
sure
an
did.
amazing
I'm like, baby, I said, make it read out to
writer.
me direct. Watch
And I know how much he's a fan of JS. I'm like, JS
fan
is
first.
busy.
Yeah.
Fan
Just
first.
get that man time. He may consider to do
But
it.
he's my brother now.
Yes.
Okay.
Brothers
Yeah.
first.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm definitely a fan. I always been a fan, man. That like top. I'll give him number one actor in Memphis, Tennessee tonight, right now. Right now. I don't care if you want to fight me. Fight me.
You a red cup.
Call me. Cheers. Hey.
Cheers.
Cheers to JS.
When he said yes,
no.
that's all I needed.
You the go, man. You
When that's all I needed. And bro, I just, I love you, bro. That's
Love
my
you
brother,
too,
man.
man. I
Ever
love
since
you
I
too,
met
brother.
him, man, it's like we've
you
been
too,
like
man.
this. And
Yes.
it's like I was like, bro, we got to work together.
Yes.
Outside of the murder mystery.
Yes.
It's like, so yeah. So
Yeah.
then now
So
my dream has come true.
Y'all met at a murder mystery.
Yes.
Y'all were both working in it.
We're working.
I was an
Had a
actor
ball.
in it. The first one.
Had a
The
ball.
very first
Had a
one.
ball.
PJP. You see,
Yes.
I gave, I want Princeton James on the
Princeton.
scene. You hear this?
Princeton James.
I was in the first one. Give me my credit though, bro. I was in the first one.
Yeah,
With
had a
my
ball.
boy.
Had a ball.
I was the shit. What was I?
He was the butler.
Butler.
Yeah.
I was the butler.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I saw who he was.
Ain't nobody
from day
did the
one.
butler like
Had
me
his
since.
baby at rehearsals. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm a father
yeah,
first.
I did
You
have
know
my
what I
baby.
mean?
I had my little girl. I had my little girl. She was with me all the time. Let's not talk about that shit.
Yeah,
She
man.
was in rehearsal with me,
Yeah,
bro.
man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Wow.
Next subject. Let's talk.
Oh, okay. My bad shit.
Cheat.
My bad shit.
It's all good.
My bad, man.
Get your hand off my
I'm
shoulder.
sorry. I be crying about my baby too.
I ain't got no girls. I wouldn't know what to do.
I
Okay.
cry in a minute now.
Bro, yeah. Girls are different.
Yes.
They different.
They
Yeah.
need y'all. Shout out to y'all.
You would,
So
yeah.
have y'all started writing yet?
Good question. Oh,
What?
girl,
Wait.
I love her. She talking about y'all too. Not she definitely talking about
Well,
me.
being a content creator, I had to learn that is a form of writing. I learned that
Correct.
from Princeton. And he always used to say, Bianca, she's an actress, writer, content. I'm like, Princeton, why you keep telling people I'm a writer? He was
Yes, you
like,
are.
what you do, the films the skits that you put out, that's writing, Bianca. Just because you
Correct.
don't write it down,
Right.
that's writing. Because I don't write nothing. Every video that you have seen on my page
I've seen all of them.
is improv.
improv.
We come up with the concept, and we know the beginning, and we know how we're gonna end it, and we just go. I always tell my actors, I call my production company No Script Productions.
No Script.
Ain't no script.
Shout out to No Script Production.
No Script
Which
Production.
Shout out to No Script.
You really
No
have
Script
to trust
Productions.
the people that you're working
Absolutely.
with.
That's why I
to
cast
see
who I
your
cast.
vision.
Shout out to Prince DJ, Dre,
Oh, man, come
Chad.
on.
They know what they tap in, and they know what to do. I'm not worried about them at all. Like, I tell them the concept. I say, this is how it begins. This is how it ends. And they go.
Oh,
They tap
wow.
into who they are, and they go. Who I tell them that I need them to be. You're either my boyfriend, my son, my husband, my damn dog. They're going to tap into it.
Yeah.
And I love them for that. You don't have a lot of people that know how to do that. That's a gift.
Wow.
You're not taught that.
Yeah.
That is a gift. I've seen people that try to do it because they're trying to learn how to do it, and it'd be trash. You know, I hate to say it, but it's a
Say
gift.
what it is.
Yeah, but when it's in you and you got it,
Mm-hmm.
it's just flow and it comes off natural. So
Yes,
yeah,
baby.
we no script. There's no every video you seen, all
No
improv.
Script Production.
I hit that damn record button. I say, hey,
Just go.
you know how to begin. You know how we're gonna end it. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Boom, and we
That's
go.
what's up.
And that's what make them who they are.
That's dope.
Like, I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
What
Yep.
about you, JS?
I haven't. I just was telling him that.
We were
You know,
just talking about that.
Just
That's what
talking
I'm
about
talking
that.
about,
You know, that's a gift. I've shied away from that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have so much interpreting of writing to do. I think that's what my job is at this particular point in my life. But
Okay.
those that do, I mean, again, you know, him pouring the story out in front of me the way that he has this script that y'all gonna see in triangle. You know, the way he's got that on paper. I mean, that's a gift. It's a
Yeah.
gift. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And still, if it's not written down, still coming from, it's still writing. You writing in your mind, just hadn't put it on paper.
It's
same
still
thing.
creativity.
So it's a
Yes.
gift, and that's one to be respected by whoever, all writers.
What do you think? What qualities do you think you have that make people want you to be a part of their production?
Professionalism is the one, I would say.
Well,
Very professional.
Look, I try to be as I just respect the craft. You know, I try to receive it. I don't like to usually get any kind of praise. He only saying this shit because I'm sitting here. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's not
you know,
true, bro.
so-
We would say it if you weren't sitting here.
Nope,
but,
he talking
I
about
know
you
she
all
was.
the
You know.
I'm a fan first, bro.
That's
Go ahead, keep going. Let her finish.
I recognize it. That's why I asked him.
Yeah, man, I'm telling my time. I know I probably embarrassed the hell out of him because I do it so
Yeah.
much.
No,
And I was like, bro, every time I say, hey,
Yeah.
JS, y'all.
Oh, I be in there.
I do my best to try to just receive it. You know what I mean? And give it back and be as humble as possible. To me, it's about the craft, period.
Okay.
You know, and as an actor, you're supposed to move yourself out of the way to be who you need to be anyway. You know what I mean? So that's our job,
Yeah.
period. You know, and, you know, of course, it takes some training.
Are
know,
you full
sometimes-
time?
No. You know,
Okay.
I would say I'm a full-time father at first, you
Okay.
know, and husband and
Yeah.
fiance first.
Yeah.
That's first. I'm family first.
Okay.
You know, but with those experiences, that just aids and builds your acting repertoire. You know, you be able to pull from more experiences.
Yeah.
God gives you experiences in life. You use that on stage and in front of the camera. You know, but I can't say what pulls me for people to use me. You know, so I can't. That's not for me to say. I think that's not for any actor to answer.
You don't think so?
No. You know what I mean? I'm
I
grateful.
respect that. I respect
Anytime
what
I'm
he's
called
saying.
upon, I'm grateful for that, and I respect that. You know, and I never sign on or am a part of anything that I don't respect. You know what I mean? So everything that he said is mutual to Chad. Period.
Yeah.
And she know I love this baby.
No, I
So
feel him
that's,
on. I
you
feel
know,
him on that. You don't put.
that's
You don't
just
want to
my
put
baby.
yourself in the
So-
box
Right.
as an actor.
Right.
You know,
Right.
people gonna like what they like from you. You know, directors gonna like from what they like from you. Writers gonna like what they like from you. And if they want you, it's like, hey, he did that so well. Maybe, but he's one of the guys that just does pretty much everything. I ain't seen him do nothing wrong. So it's like if you want, bro, he's like, just calm down. But yeah, it's like
Every
it's
role
like
that he
that's
takes,
he
means every role
he
he takes,
leaves
he do
everything out on the
everything.
stage. It's like it's out there. I'm finna put it out there, and it's what it is.
As a therapist, when
Yes.
somebody comes to see me, especially if it's their first or second session and they trying to get comfortable with me, like 80% of the therapeutic process is the relationship. And so as you were talking, I was wondering, when there is somebody where you can tell that they're not being their full self on a set or when y'all are rehearsing, do you have certain techniques or certain things that you do or say to kind of pull things out of them?
Absolutely. I mean, there's some people that just won't get it. And I've worked with people like that. They just can't get it. That's why you have to work with people that are students of this. You got to work with people that study this. If you don't, you're going to get what you get. You're going to get those people that just half-ass do. And it's like, hey, I'm going to just get by. And unfortunately, I've had to like let go of people. Like when we first did Frenemy, had to let go of a couple people because it's like, I'm going to get it when I get on stage. What? What? I had somebody tell me that. Like, this is in rehearsal. I was like, okay, bro, you're not giving it to me. Try it this way. Try this. I got it. I promise you I got it when we get on stage. No, sir.
You need
what?
They don't teach
what you practice right now is exactly what you're going to give me in front of however many people is out there right now. So how am I going to trust you? I can't trust you when you telling me this right now. Right. No, sir. Right. I need you to give it to me in rehearsal. Right. This is why we here. It's it's like you have to tell people exactly what you want from them. If they can either give it to you or they can't. And then you're going to have to have a respect of each other. It's like, hey, either we're going to make this work or we're going to have to part ways. And it is what it is. We can still hang out. We can still go do whatever. Bougie boundaries. Right. Bougie boundaries. Get on that. Yeah, and it's nothing personal. It's never. It's never anything personal.
And when you can recognize that, that's a gift to recognize that and have the strength to be able to say that, just to let it and keep working with them. Like Bianca. Think about it. She is as hardworking as anybody. Period.
Definitely, absolutely.
She's hardworking, and she calls herself the actress for a reason because she is that. She is an actress. She's an actress, though. And people may see her for a lot of the comedic things she does, but no, she's a brilliantly talented actress. Her interpretation of script, she respects the craft. She always has, and she gives herself to any production or anything she is a part of. She gives her 100% full self.
Absolutely.
She's a professional, but she works her ass off all the damn time. Now she used to see her in front of on everybody's damn stage.
Until he had that comment. You're not going to be selective.
What you doing?
Damn stage.
What was you thinking?
But I think that's to your question, even still, and sometimes you can be in a production and, not have somebody may be a novice, but if you have professionals or those that may be seasoned in it, they can pull them up, you know what I mean? But it still is upon, the producer or the director in his position to make that decision, though.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can tell. You can tell immediately who the people that actually study what their passion is. Versus the people that just, hey, I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna come out there and you're gonna sound like you're reading. It's like you get out here and you sound like you reading off of, you just remember the lines. That's how you did. You didn't develop the character.
If I was an actress, I probably would be a Beyonce actress.
Bougie is.
What do you mean by that?
I was like, Beyonce not that good.
What's wrong with Beyonce?
She not that good. I love
Beyonce. If you ever hear this, I think you did a wonderful job in all your movies. Call me.
She not that good.
I don't need you. If you want me to write something for you, I think you did great.
I would sound like I'm reading.
Really? Really? Oh, you gave Beyonce there. Does she sound like she reading when she like?
I don't know how to describe sis acting. It's just something's about it. Something about it. I don't know. It's
I'm sorry, Beehive. I apologize. This is not everything that comes out of anybody else's mouth.
I'm part of the Beehive.
I'm part of the Beehive too. I am part of it. But I'm just saying, should I be an actress? I imagine that it would be.
You have to, when you read a script, you need to think outside of what you think the writer is writing. He might give you a little bit of what the act of what that character is, but it's up to you. At the end of the day, I feel like it's up to you. Develop the character, and then when you go into rehearsal, show the director what you got for that character. Yeah, I give them a little bit of what I expect and what I wrote. Right. But at the end of the day, it's like Bianca and Prince DJ and Dre. I give them the script. They know the writing, But it's like I let them develop the character because it makes no sense for me to try to give them. I feel like they can do it on their own because they're professionals anyway.
That makes sense. I never thought about it like that because I'm a rule follower. So if you tell me these the words I need to say, I'm not going to add any words,
can't do that.
And I'm not going to take any away. But now that you told me that, I know that that's a part of the craft.
Put yourself out there. There's ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, you have to be blessed enough to get a director that allows you.
Everybody doesn't. Everybody doesn't let you do that.
Will tell your ass to shake left, shake right, and don't shake your ass right and left.
Don't shake more than I told you.
Left and right.
Right.
So no. If you do get the luxury of having a director that trusts you, but then again, that's upon the director, so they don't have. I trusted this is the script, and also it's not often that you get to get a script as an actor and have the writer there with you. You know what I mean? And allow you, to free range to build the character. This is just a blueprint, stick to it as much as you can, but you have create them yourself. When you could do that, I enjoy that. That's a blessing. You don't get that often. So that's why it's upon him to assemble the cast, to have so he has less often.
So when you work with Chad, that's what you should expect.
Now he knows. Now he knows. Right. This is my first time. Very first.
First time. So I'm looking forward.
I've been trying to work with him since 2019. I just want to put that on record. Oh, sorry.
We had a pandemic.
Nobody was playing about that COVID now. That corona.
He wasn't playing.
I'm a pandemic baby. So
I got a pandemic baby.
I heard those pandemic babies or something.
It's true.
We just talked about that.
It's true.
He is a pandemic.
Nolan now, yes, he'll take yes.
He too, right?
He too.
Oh yeah, pandemic for sure.
Full of personality.
10-3-20. Yes, he is beautifully special.
I couldn't go outside.
He is beautifully special. Yes, he is.
That's dope.
Yes, he is. I'm just honored.
I heard they like Spider-Man, little Spider-Man. They be climbing all over.
I mean, he jumped all stages. He jumped so many stages. You know what I mean? He too, but damn it, he might as well be 6 or 7 in some ways. You know what I mean? I ain't lying. You know what I mean? That's crazy. So just get him what he need and move out the way. You know what I mean? So, but yes.
So the name of my podcast is called Bougie Black Therapist. What do y'all think about when you hear about bougie boundaries?
Oh,
you go ahead, baby.
Bougie. This is over the top. Over the top, like too much.
Too much.
Like it's a little extra as hell.
Yeah.
That's what I think of. If my boundaries, I probably could lower my boundaries if I've had bougie boundaries. I feel. I do. If my boundaries are bougie, I probably could come down a level or two.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Like not Lamborghini bougie.
Not Lamborghini bougie. Yeah. No, Nissan Altima. That ain't bougie. Is that not bougie? That ain't bougie. I'm sorry. Kia? No. Fin. That ain't bougie.
Boundaries are whatever precedes the word boundaries. A boundary is just what we should all be working on.
Yeah.
We need that. You know what I mean? For your mental health, you need boundaries. Period. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to set boundaries with everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Everybody.
Right.
Close friends, family.
Right.
They got to understand because they'll cross those boundaries in a minute if you don't tell them. If you don't tell them,
amen.
Oh man, you will lose relationships like that. I've lost relationships like that to this day because we didn't have boundaries. I didn't. They didn't know. I didn't know. It's like, okay, my bad. Didn't know the boundaries.
Right.
But then now it's the relationship gone.
And you assume that because people are family that you can't set a certain boundary. But you have to protect yourself first.
Because people will withhold their love from you if you tell them what your desires and expectations are and it's not in line with what they're comfortable with.
Well, then what they withholding is not love.
Oh,
it's not.
You know what I mean? If they withholding what they deem love based money, then I don't want that no damn way.
Right. Yeah. But if you never put boundaries or desires and expectations in place, you would never know that.
That's right.
Yes.
Right.
Correct.
Right. So what you receive ain't gonna be nothing but true.
It's your fault.
Come on.
It's your fault.
Bougie boundaries.
Hey, where y'all preaching it on Sunday?
Cash at me.
It's your fault,
baby.
It's your fault.
What about you, Bianca? What do you hear when you hear bougie boundaries?
Oh my goodness. I really don't know how to answer that right now. I don't know. Bougie boundaries. Let me see what comes off the top of my head when I hear that.
She bougie by herself.
I'm really not though. I'm really. I have friends that are bougie. Shout out to Princeton James.
Ooh,
Very, very bougie.
I've seen Princeton.
Right, very bougie.
that's
and
when he
I
put
love
that
him.
put
There's
that
nothing wrong
bun.
with that.
When he put that man bun on, it's a
Oh,
wrap.
here you go now.
You
But
better
yeah,
get out the
nothing
way.
wrong. He definitely have bougie boundaries. I don't think I have them. That's something I'm working on, I guess. But I don't think I have them.
You got boundaries.
I definitely have boundaries, but I don't have bougie boundaries yet. Now I didn't even know there was a thing.
I made
And I'm
up.
right. And
Now it's a thing.
and I'm fucking with it though. I love it. So now I have to really like set mine. Now that I know that's
I
a
love
thing.
it. Yeah.
You got ghetto boundaries and you have bougie junks. So
You might
now
have
let me
started
just
something.
develop what the hell my bougie junks are. So
Yeah.
next podcast I'm gonna have an answer for
Yay.
you. I love that though. I definitely love that.
So
I love it.
most of the people I see are entrepreneurs, artists, and creatives.
Mhm.
And oftentimes they're the ones who have made it or who are doing something outside of the norm for what their family and friends are used to.
Mhm.
And so we also are rescuers, nurturers, problem solvers. We're the ones who get shit done.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But after a while, you get tired of that. And usually the gap is where they haven't been honest with people about what their desires and expectations are. And then their behaviors don't go in line with, like, I don't like this. Like, I got something to do today, so I can't take you to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man.
I'm going to stop talking to you if you don't take me to work.
And what I think when
It's
we
not
can
right.
get to the point where, damn, it was such a blessing that your ass don't talk to me no more.
Yeah.
Man, you hit it right there.
Set that boundary with, damn.
Our
thank
problem
God
is
you
we
don't
too
talk to
worried
me no
about
damn
trying to keep
more.
that relationship.
Right.
You're trying to keep that relationship
Right.
like, oh my God, they said they're not gonna mess with
But
me no more.
y'all been friends for 14 years, though.
You gotta be able
Well,
to
put
end
them-
that.
put
You gotta
them
be able
14
to.
years in the books, grateful. You know
Thank
what
you.
I mean? And
Yeah.
and you know, you said that
Friends.
right.
Yeah.
You know, and
And
if you
pray
respect
about
my
it.
boundary, then and I
Yeah.
respect yours,
Definitely.
you know,
pray
then
about it.
we'll may have another 14.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
May.
But if
But-
not, you know, I think you like be at peace with the bougie boundaries that you set for yourself.
Absolutely.
You know?
Right.
I agree.
Yeah, be at peace. Don't feel guilty. That'd be my thing. I be feeling a little guilty. I'm like, is it okay to choose me? Is it okay to,
It's okay.
you know,
It's totally
to say
okay to
no?
choose you.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you like your energy is like a rechargeable battery.
Mhm.
And
Oh.
so the things that recharge us are usually like whether or not you're an introvert or extrovert. But we don't manage our energy and we give out so much with things that we're passionate about, with
Mhm.
also taking care of other people and doing stuff for other people because it adds value to us.
Wow.
Or so we think. And then we're exhausted and tired and always like in a deficit with our energy, not realizing that you Jesus Jr. for people.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't ask you to, they don't want you to, or they're not grateful. And so managing your energy to help you better decide where your energy go can help you do more longer versus being exhausted on a regular basis.
You are good at what you do.
Hey, that's what I had to record this.
You got a couch in here I can lay on?
Therapist. The Bougie Black Therapist.
Talk to me, please. I don't know.
Bougie, beautiful.
God.
You know, yes.
Therapist.
You hit everything on the head.
Yeah.
On that one, I totally,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
You spoke that.
Boundaries. Talk about them.
Talk about it.
So I have really enjoyed interviewing y'all. This was
Absolutely.
so much fun.
I got to say, this is like one of my favorites podcasts that I've done.
I'm
Since
talking
I've been
about
doing it.
like,
I ain't gonna lie.
no,
Thank you,
no,
thank
no.
you.
No shame to none of them.
Right.
I love everybody.
Let me say that.
I love everybody.
Everybody.
But yeah, I love it.
I like to interview people
Very
who
comfortable.
show people that watch that you can be yourself,
Mhm.
that you don't need permission from somebody to live the kind of life that you want to live,
Mm.
that you can create your own table or you can put your table up to other people's table, or you could just sit in a chair at a little dinner table.
Yeah.
Right.
But whatever works for you so that you can be your best self and live in God's will for your life.
Amen.
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 Right.
Where y'all gonna be?
Amen.
friends? That's
And
all I'm
everything,
trying to-
and everything should be a
trying to put my
potluck
ties
anyway,
somewhere.
right?
It should.
We can share food at each other's
It
table.
should
Man,
be a
come on, bro.
potluck.
Right? Right.
Yes.
It should be a potluck.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank y'all for coming so
We
much. So where can we
you.
see y'all again? Where can we see y'all?
All right. First thing, March 24th through the 26th. We got the Triangle. We have Triangle. It's going to be at Theater Works. 24, 25th, 26th. We got 4 shows. We're doing one on Thursday, Friday night, and 2 on Saturday.
Okay.
So yeah, tickets go on sale Friday.
This Friday.
This Friday. Tickets go on sale. $35.
Okay. There it is.
$35.
Baby, that's it.
I need to charge $75.
That's cheap.
But no, it's $35. That's nice.
Y'all can
I
go
think
to
you have a good time.
Introductory
You have-
Birthday, birthday bash and goddamn
You have-
all these
man,
other
what
places,
you gonna get for
Grizzly
that
games.
35?
Come on.
What you getting for that
Come on.
35?
Y'all can come see this beautiful,
Come on.
talented cast
I'll be
and writer.
What you get for
Triangle.
that 35?
30.
Yeah, and we got. And I haven't even announced the cast yet.
Ho!
But you see right here, we have 2.
Yay.
I had 2 of the
I'm looking
top-notch
forward to it.
actors in the city, and then after that, we
You
still
acting
have like
great.
it's the cast is phenomenal. So we did only one audition, and it was a young man that got the audition, that got the role. I can't wait. We might have to come back on here so you can meet that dude. Yeah, he.
I would love to have y'all back.
The energy is
The
crazy.
entire cast.
Yeah, maybe we can.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Mhm.
you have us back if we brought the cast in here.
Yeah.
We'll just have to have them sit out there and just kind of rotate.
We'll
Don't
figure it
tell
out.
her how to run her shit, Chad. She don't get it
This your
together.
shit? I can't direct this.
No,
Okay,
he always
you
trying to
right.
direct something. Look at him.
It's in his blood. It's in his
Calm
blood.
down.
JS, you see what I'm saying? She always
But
try to
she
stop
got
me.
it.
My shit. Don't stop me.
Bougie Black Therapist got it, baby.
Respect to Bougie Black
Actually, I'd
Therapist.
be like, Cassius, can we?
You gotta ask, yeah, you gotta ask my
Put it
guy.
back here now.
You gotta ask my guy. But yeah, the cast is
I'm sure you
phenomenal,
spread the table
y'all.
in here.
The cast is phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
So tickets gonna sell. Y'all need to definitely, man. Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
That's wonderful.
And it's risque.
Where do they go
It's
get tickets?
This is a hell of a
Eventbrite.
script that this
Amazing
brother has written.
script.
Yes, it's a hell
Amazing
amazing,
script.
Appreciate
amazing
it.
We'll
script.
make sure we put it in the show notes too.
Please,
Yeah.
I'll send you the info. But
Amazing
So
script.
proud of
y'all.
Chad,
Man, it's a
man.
lot. It's a lot. And
So
look, it's
proud.
so many twists in it, y'all. It's entertainment from top to bottom.
Thank you, bro.
Entertainment
Thank you,
from
bro.
Top to damn bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all gonna be entertained as soon as you walk in the door. Yes.
And it's them though. I didn't even seen them do like we had one small tape read. That's even before I even finished the script.
But you
So
know
they were
them,
both there.
so you can hear their voice.
When they brought it, it was like, damn.
I wrote this.
Yeah, that makes you feel that way. It's like, of course the writing is what it is, but the actors makes
Bring
it
it to
what
life.
bring it to life.
But from our perspective,
Make it
it's a script.
make it a
You know
hit.
what I mean? So and
Right.
he's
It's a dance.
he's laid the blueprint out
It's a
there. He
dance.
got a hell of a one.
It's a
So he got a
dance,
gift.
man.
So I hope that this
Thank you,
is
bro.
So
continues for this brother because he's a hell of a writer.
Thank you,
You know,
bro.
he really is. You know,
Thank
the
you, bro.
articulation in his writing. You know what I mean? It's
Comedy is
you know,
amazing.
yes.
I
I'm
love
big on
comedy.
comedy.
His
I'm big
timing
I'm big
in
on
it, you
comedy.
know,
And he writes his ass
it's
off of
real, but it's real. It's entertaining. You guys gonna love it. You guys
Yeah,
gonna
It's
love it.
real and it's not. Yeah.
Yes, it's
Non-traditional
right.
kind of-
Yeah, it
Right,
definitely is
right. He
not.
got some-
Oh, it's
He
risque.
got some.
I
Yeah,
It's
love
risque.
He got some.
This is the riskiest thing I've ever done.
When somebody come and see me for therapy, I'm like, hey, I cuss and I love Jesus.
Is
and
that okay?
I might snort if you
Non-traditional.
make me laugh. So
We're telling him to go see
We
Triangle.
made some
Triangle may be about.
Did you get your ticket for Triangle yet before I start your therapy?
If I
A
was a
triangle in some
therapist.
form of fashion.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
If you can't relate to that,
where else
you
can
ain't
they
live.
find you on social media?
Chad Rhodes Senior on Facebook, Chadthecreator on Instagram, and on YouTube. We have 3 Diamonds Productions. We got damn near everything that we've done for 3 Diamonds on there, and some stuff from Bianca. On
I've
there,
seen
too.
all of your stuff too. I mean,
You have, I
I'm a
appreciate it.
groupie for you too, but I'm like a groupie.
You hear that? She thought
You're
you
a
was
groupie for who though? Number one. So sweet. So sweet.
I'll take it. It's cool. I'll be
Thank
second.
you.
I'll be second. It's all good.
Thank you.
Bianca, where can we find you?
Y'all can find me on all social media platforms, even Google, Bianca McMillan, BiancaMcMillian. But on Facebook, I go as Bianca TheActress McMillan. I earned that name.
Yes.
She did.
Like
yes,
I said.
yes,
Absolutely.
And what it
Two.
is. And
Yes.
two.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Are you just going to be in one production coming up, or you have some more productions coming up?
Well, I have probably my own I ain't gonna say probably. I have my
Not
own
probably.
project.
Come on now, B. Tell them what you got for to happen now.
Now go ahead.
Get them ready. Get
I
them
have
ready.
my own project coming up in
Okay.
2023.
Yes.
Don't want to say too much, but I just want to say that I got a couple of
Congratulations.
projects of mine, maybe a few, because a couple is two. So I have
Yeah.
more
Talk
than
your shit.
two.
Talk your shit. This is your opportunity.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Put it out
Yes,
there.
I may have a few. Well, I do have a few projects of Bianca McMillian, the actress, her own stuff that's coming up, and I will let you guys know.
Yes.
I'm gonna let y'all know.
Yes.
I'm gonna let y'all know what it is.
She don't want to tell it
I
yet.
don't want to tell it. I'm scared. I believe in being jinxed. I believe in all, even though I shouldn't, manifest and all that. I do manifest what I do, but to the public, I believe in.
Yeah, you don't have to go in. You don't have to go in details. Just put it out there.
Hey,
Will
it's out
be
there.
coming up.
2023. Bianca, the actress, Macmillan got some shit for you.
Yeah.
Period.
Yes, ma'am.
Pull up when she put it out.
Pull up.
Amen.
And purchase them tickets.
Pull up.
P is
Yes.
for payment.
Yes.
Really
Fee is for payment.
nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Yeah.
It's Montoyia. Likewise.
Where can we find you?
Well, I'm not. I do my best not to be.
You don't wanna
heavily
be
invested
found.
in. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, on Instagram.
Yep.
Okay.
Instagram.
Smokey.
You on
JS,
Instagram?
Smokey
I had one.
JS. Smokey JS 12. Yeah.
He out here the real.
Don't get you out there,
Fuck the
goddamn.
social
Smokey.
media.
Yeah.
He out here living
Smokey
that life.
JS 12. But I do have some productions that are coming up. So
Oh, 2020.
Talk about them. Talk about them.
yes, we'll be doing some Shakespeare in February at Theater Memphis.
Come on,
Okay.
bro.
Macbeth.
Black man doing Shakespeare. I love
Shakespeare.
to
And
see
you the only black man in that production.
I might
I already
be.
know it.
No.
It's a different one.
No, right. It's right. 'Cause you didn't come to the other. Talking about it.
I didn't either. But we go. Hey,
Uh-oh.
we have to go to this next.
Uh-oh.
Can
Hey,
we?
you
Can we?
didn't come to the-
I did.
Well, we just did.
You know
we
I
just
cried
did
a
much
bit.
ado about nothing over at Theater Memphis. A beautiful production of last month. But in February, Macbeth is the Scottish play when you're in the theater in February.
Okay.
And also doing Stravinsky's A Soldier's Tale over at GPAC next weekend.
G-Pack.
So that's going to be with the orchestra and ballet
you be
Memphis.
working.
doing
I
narrator.
told you.
So yeah. So then the triangle. I mean,
Yeah.
triangle. I mean, look at y'all.
Come
I mean,
on.
look here now.
Pregnancy
Look here now.
pause.
Look here
I
now.
love it.
That's a look. That man done wrote some y'all. Look, man, y'all
Don't
please,
say
y'all
it.
get y'all tickets. He done told y'all ass on Friday.
$5.
Yeah.
On Friday.
That's it. $35.
Friday.
Okay, this is my
You spend
last
that at
question.
Chick-fil-A.
This is my last question.
Shit.
What,
2 meals.
What kind
Right.
of advice or encouragement would you give to people who have never been to a play before, but they're considering coming?
It will be one of the best experiences of your life. If you like movies, if you like things like that, live entertainment, if you like live bands, or if you like live singers, you like anything, I promise you, it will be phenomenal. Because there's nothing like it. You can't go to Malco and get the same experience that
Oh,
you
no.
get
This is
Nothing.
live.
from actual people standing in front of you that have that love their craft and that are doing it the best that they can. Man, I'm telling you, oh my
Best we
God.
know how,
Yeah.
baby.
And yeah, I would say if you have never been to stage play, make this your first one. It's fine with me.
Yes.
It's fine with me.
Yes.
Yes, we prefer you
Yeah.
make this
Yes.
your first.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. Our people deserve to experience theater.
Yeah.
Real good theater.
Those that haven't,
Yeah.
we deserve exactly true theater. You deserve. We deserve it. It's nothing. Nothing replaces that. So it's like as an actor, I don't care how much film that you do. If you come from the stage, nothing ever replaces that. You know, and that
That's true.
actor audience bond is a beautiful one. And the audience, when you're sitting in that audience and can actually see and touch, that art once it's done, that's just it's a blessing.
It's
You know
a
what I mean?
blessing.
So-
It's a
So
blessing.
y'all go to any theater that you can go to
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
you can. Any theater.
Absolutely.
And get yourself,
Appreciate it.
take your parents, your grandparents,
Yes.
especially the grandparents now, your family, your kids.
Be
To
cultured.
see
Be
our
cultured.
people
To see,
Yeah.
and you
on stage.
and Memphis has one of the richest theater histories.
People don't
in
know
the
that.
country.
People don't
Talk
know
about it.
that.
They do.
They don't know
about
that. They have no clue
They do.
how big our family is, how big
Yes.
this theater
The
world is
community,
in Memphis. The community is huge in Memphis, Tennessee, and people don't know that until you have to get in there and see.
I was introduced to plays going to Hattie Lou, and now I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
It's
And
so
then
good.
afterwards, you get to see
Yes.
the people up close.
Mhm.
What was that like for
It
you
feels
when you
good.
first experienced that?
it was like watching live TV.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Good.
like it gave me a level of excitement that I didn't even know I had in me. And yeah, it was just it was good. It was good.
Different as hell.
I know
Yeah.
that feeling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Different
Damn.
as hell.
I went to my first Broadway show and felt that. Cried. It was a comedy, but I cried the entire time. You have to know why I'm crying. You have to know.
Yeah.
A creator would know why I'm crying.
I can
Yeah.
only
Because wasn't nothing in there sad.
No.
It's just the fact that look at
I'm
all.
here.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
And not to take anything away from film,
Oh.
but it takes true passion and work and practice to get up on the stage and learn a full script, a full play. Because you have no do-backs, you have no cuts, you have no let's do it over.
You gotta keep. That's a gift
Yeah.
to keep going. When you mess up and gotta keep going,
And the audience has no idea that you messed
no
up.
idea.
When you do
To
that, that's
recover,
when you know.
That's amazing. Because on film, you can just say, okay, let's cut, let's stop the camera, let's do it again.
Right. You gotta
But
keep
when that
going.
shit is live
Mm-hmm.
and you can recover, and you can give what you're supposed to give in a different way, that's amazing. Because this shit is live. You got to think. You got to think.
I know we all
You
been
got to
here.
trust
If
your
you've done it long
co-stars to
enough,
think
yeah.
too.
Oh.
And that's one of the everybody doesn't have it though who do it though. That's a gift that she has.
No.
You know,
Correct.
that can
Yes.
that you can
I have everybody back. I
improvise.
love
It
it.
just be in full
Yes.
character. Yes.
Mhm.
Just be in who
And
you're
don't
supposed
break
to be.
Don't
Yes.
break it.
I'm brave.
Yes.
That's
I believe in
wonderful.
having all my folks back.
Thank you for sharing that. You know,
Yeah.
because we don't, as actors, we don't get that.
Yeah,
You know?
Absolutely.
yeah. And it forces you to be in the moment too.
Yes.
You can't
Absolutely.
be scrolling on your phone or
Oh.
you know.
You can't be looking at
You
that.
better not
can't
have
do
that phone.
nothing.
You better turn, you better turn that damn phone off.
I had
Right.
an actor on stage looking out in the crowd, like, baby, get up in this scene.
Yeah,
But
you
if
live
Chad-
this.
if Chad fuck up, I gotta have that boy back.
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta
Yeah.
bring you back in.
Right.
So if you're not in this scene, what are you on stage for?
Right.
Don't
Yeah.
be looking out there looking for your mom and shit. Don't look for her.
Right.
Stay up in here.
She can't help you
So
on this
your mama
stage.
with you
Husband,
on
I'm his
stage.
wife. Stay
That
up
ain't
in
your
here.
mama out there.
Right. You
This
gonna
is
see
your
mama
life.
later.
This
And
is your
it's-
life.
I hate to see actors
It's
do
a
that.
therapy technique, like teaching people to be mindful and teaching them to be in the moment. So
Mhm.
going to something like what y'all are doing is therapeutic for people.
It
Teaching them
is.
to be here, be now.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to Bougie Black Therapist Podcast. We hope that you have heard something that has inspired you or empowered you in some way or another. Be
Yes.
sure to like, share, and subscribe. And also go to stopinthechase.com and subscribe to our newsletter. And we will see you next time.
Woo woo. That was dope.
Good.
You are
I
great at what you do.
Excellent, Montoyia.
You are really good.
What a
I
pleasure.
enjoyed this.
You didn't